Hey guys, Brandon Gomez here, back again with another video, and welcome to part 1 of rating every confirmed 2022 NASCAR Cup Series paint scheme. Part 1, because there's just so many that have been confirmed already, they're just too much to cover in just one video. But, without further ado, let's get into it. To start off, we have Ross Chastain's Howler head car. I get Chinese New Year vibes from this, and I think that's what they were going for when they designed the scheme. It looks good. 6 out of 10. Next, we have Ross Chastain's Advent Health car. I like how they have the little watermelon there next to the back wheel. That's subtle. But overall, the paint scheme it's decent. I give it a 5 out of 10. Next, we have Austin Syndrick's Cascadia car. Brad Keselowski ran this scheme last year, and it was amazing. And now Syndrick is going to be running it this year, and it is just as amazing. 8 out of 10. Next, we have Austin Syndrick's discount tire car. This is basically the discount tire scheme that Brad Keselowski ran from 2018 to the back half of 2020, when he changed to his throwback scheme from his Xfinity days, or nationwide days. But it still looks good. Good use of sponsor space. 7 out of 10. Next, we have Austin Syndrick's Richmond Menards car. This is basically his Xfinity primary, but with the number moved forward. It looks decent. It has good use of sponsor space. 5 out of 10. Next, we have Austin Dillon's True Velocity car. I like it. It looks really good. 7 out of 10. Next is Kevin Harvick's Gear Wrench car. I loved this scheme when it first was unveiled, and I still love it now. It looks really good. 8 out of 10. Next is Kevin Harvick's Mobile One scheme. When this diecast was first unveiled, I loved it. I love how they have the Pegasus, the white and the black just go really well together. It's just, mwah. 10 out of 10. Next up, we have Kevin Harvick's Hunt Brothers Pizza car. I don't like this one. It's just green and then a white hood. That's it. I don't like it. 3 out of 10. Next up, we have Kevin Harvick's Rheem car. Now this looks better than whatever the Hunt Brothers Pizza scheme is. This actually looks good. And Rheem is back as a sponsor of Kevin Harvick, and the scheme does not disappoint. 7 out of 10. Next up, we have Kevin Harvick's Busch Light car. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's all I gotta say. 10 out of 10. Next is Kyle Larson's HendrickCars.com paint scheme. This is just basically his primary from last year, but with a bigger HendrickCars.com logo on the side, and the number moved forward. It looks a little weird, but it still looks good. 7 out of 10. Next, we have Brad Keselowski's Kohler Generators car. I like this one. The white goes really well with the different shades of blue. It just all just mixes. It mixes together well. I like it. 7 out of 10. Next up, we have Brad Keselowski's Violet Defense car. And the purple, black, and yellow on this car just go really well together. And it's amazing. I love it. 10 out of 10. Next, we have Brad Keselowski's Fastenal car. I like how the black fades into the blue. I like that color gradient. Overall, this is a decent scheme. 6 out of 10. Next is Corey LaJoie's Schluter Systems car. It's a decent scheme. I like it. 6 out of 10. Next is Corey LaJoie's Nation's Guard paint scheme. The black, the gray, the green, and the white on this car just go really well together. I like this scheme. It looks really good. 8 out of 10. Next, we have Tyler Reddick's Cheddar's car. This is basically his 2021 Cheddar's car, but modified on the next gen. And it looks really good. It has good use of sponsor space. 7 out of 10. Next up is Tyler Reddick's Guaranteed Rate car. I like this one. The red, the black, and the white just go really well together, and they make a great paint scheme. 8 out of 10. Next up is Tyler Reddick's 3-Chi car, or 3-Chi, 3-CHI, however you're supposed to pronounce it. But anyway, kinda meh scheme. It's not good, but it's not bad. 5 out of 10. Next up is Chase Elliott's Hooters car. Decent paint scheme. Good use of sponsor space with the Hooters owl. I like that touch. 6 out of 10. Next up is Chase Elliott's Lumar paint scheme. I know a lot of people are critical of the Lumar scheme, saying that the blue number ruins it. But honestly, I don't mind the blue number. And this is coming from someone who thinks that if the color of the number doesn't match the paint scheme, then it's a bad scheme. This is probably the only exception to that. I feel like it looks good regardless of the blue number. It looks good. 8 out of 10. Next is Chase Elliott's Napa Auto Parts car. I didn't like the scheme the first time it was unveiled, but honestly it's kind of grown on me. It looks decent. Decent design. 6 out of 10. Next up is Eric Almirola's Farmer John car. This is amazing. Looks great. It's beautiful. 8 out of 10. And for our final paint scheme of part 1, we have Eric Almirola's Smithfield paint scheme. SHR just does not miss with their paint schemes. Well, except for the Harvick HBP, but we don't talk about that one. Anyway, this is just beautiful. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. And that concludes part 1 of rating every confirmed 2022 NASCAR Cup Series paint scheme. What do you think? Do you think some of these should have gotten a higher rating? Do you think some should have gotten a lower rating? How do you rate these paint schemes? Let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see more of me, be sure to follow me on Instagram and join my Discord server. Links to both are in the description down below. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to my channel for more motorsports content. Thank you all so much for watching. That's it from me. Peace.